Hey there, BookTube. A little impromptu tag action here. This is the Knick book tag, started by our boy Steve Donahue. Has called to see the non-book things that sit on our shelves. So there's a couple of shelves of mine that I have quite a bit of stuff that just kind of sits on it. So I figured I'd jump in and push this tag a little out to the community, and let's see how it goes. So the first shelf is I have this giant bookshelf. I'm going to back up a little bit. Let's see if I can get it. So this is a giant bookshelf that where, guitar books, tablature and stuff like that sit on it. It's some stuff, is all down there, music, and this is just like school supplies and things like that. But up here I have all the kind of tarot items. My first edition of Flannery O'Connor's The Violent Buried Away sits up there. And so up in this dish, I have just a number of stones that are from all different places and all different people. And this box here is photos. It is a book box, and I have it just sitting up there right now. But it has all kinds of photos, old photos from me and my brothers. I'm the oldest of 5 boys. And then this is the shelf where just a lot of stuff sits, you see. So what do we have up here? There's a collection of coins. These are all kinds of coins. Some got smashed by a train. Me and my daughter's done. I have like a Indian penny, a penny from before Lincoln got put on the penny. This Marine Band harmonica G. This was actually my wife's grandfather's, and I got it and brought it home just for sentimental value there. A pin from the time that the Olympics were here in Atlanta, 1996. I went down there. I was in high school at the time. And I went down there and took my guitar case. And I just played guitar on the side of the road. And I made a whole lot of money. And people gave me pins and things like that. Tarot decks. My Thoth tarot deck, my big borderless that I cut off is in here. And then inside the bag there is a regular size Thoth tarot deck. Decks of cards. There's a lot of stuff in here. Mostly things like some Palo Santo to burn. This is really a nostalgia. This is the oldest toy that I have. It's a little music box, and you see it's just this wooden thing with these little nails holding in the mechanism. And if you turn it, see if we can get it to play a little bit. Let's see if I can turn it quite a bit more and get it to play its song. I had this when I was a wee little Noah. And happy to still have it. Just I'm a I'm kind of a romantic for this old nostalgia. This little pig here I made back in school out of clay, and then fired it in the kiln and everything, and it just sits up here as well. Old picture of my oldest daughter, Taylor. It was a little keychain picture. It was on my keychain for years. Now it's just so old that it's gonna, fall apart if I keep it like that. So there's that shelf. But the main shelf that has a lot of cool little stuff on it is my Buddhist and Hindu and Eastern religious spirituality shelf. So here I have my bell, right? A necklace that my daughter had made me, mala beads, and also a necklace that my daughter had made me. My second daughter is Fiona, and she put imagination on there, which is, to me, synonymous with God. My dorje, you can see that a little bit more in my video of the Tibetan Book of the Dead. It's a Tibetan item, Vajra Chedika, but they call that a Vajra, a dorje in their language. That sits up there. Here I have some more Tibetan Buddhist items. My prayer wheel. This says Om Mani Padme Hum, and you just spin it. The sand there is from a time when we saw the monks, some Tibetan monks, come through and do a Tibetan sand mandala, and they make a whole picture out of sand, and when they're done, they give out a little bit of it to the individuals that are there, and then they bag up the rest, and they dedicate it and pour it into a river or a stream or something like that. Another Tibetan Buddhist item here. The different, it's a bracelet with different symbols on it. I have a Buddhist candle there. And then down here we have some mandalas. I had gotten these from a yard sale, actually. Now I was going along, and I stop at this yard sale, and at the yard sale is this box down here with all these different Hindu mandalas. They're used in meditation. Very, very cool. So I asked, how come you have these, And she said that she had a friend of hers in India that had sent her these mandalas, and she didn't have any use for them, so she was going to get rid of them. And I said, okay, cool. Well, I'll take them, And all these gold-plated, these gold-plated mandalas are all in there. So I had pulled these out. The swastika there actually is a very wonderful symbol to the Hindus, meaning peace. You can see how symbols are appropriated and then inverted. And that happens all the time in our world. That these symbols are appropriated and then their meaning is inverted. So these are very cool, right? So that's a little bit of my knickknacks there on that shelf. And for the most part, the rest of my shelves have things like bookmarks sitting around, and my little Noah's Ark up there on my Western spirituality shelf. And all my shelves at least have one bookmark or more sitting there. I have my fiction and classics shelf over here, and just a bookmark sitting there, so that when I grab a book off that shelf that I want to read, that I have a bookmark right there. And 9 times out of 10 I won't grab it, and I end up using a piece of paper or something like that as a bookmark. Or once I get into it, then I go and end up grabbing a bookmark later. So that's some of the knickknacks that I have on my shelves. Hope you enjoyed this booktube, and let me see yours. I'll go ahead and tag. Steve Donahue just does this blanket tag and hits everybody because nosy, right? Wants to see everybody's stuff, and I love that. Definitely love that. So if you're not aware and not up on Steve Donahue's stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and tag some people that I don't know if they keep. I know I can't keep up with all the content and videos that Steve puts out, so I'm gonna go ahead and tag Josh from Working Man Reads, Timmy at Lost Cunningham. Let's see what you got on your shelves, bud. How about Karen Evans? Let's see some of your stuff. How about Emily? I'll tag you. And one more, Christy Lewis at Dostoevsky in Space. I know she watches Steve. But now you're double tagged. So all good. All y'all are double tagged, so you better do it now. Thanks for walking around my living room with me, and catch you on the next one, BookTube. Bye-bye.